Oh, what is up, guys? This is Spooky Noodles. It's been a long day. I actually kind of worked today. Nah, that's a joke, but I did work a little hard today. I cleaned a lot of my room up. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but I'm not saying it was like a huge mess or anything, but I own a lot of stuff, and to put it in one little room, compacted in one little room, it just makes it unorganized. So basically, I gutted it and put stuff away where they should go. But anyways, I also I went to the Holly house, which is a house that we're working on flipping, and we fixed the drain and shoveled a lot of snow. So I'm really beat and tired. So if it shows in the video, I apologize. But I got quite a big book mail today. And I'm really excited to show it off. I'm gonna move this to the bottom because that's what I'm gonna show you guys last. But yeah, I got quite a big book mail today. I got a big book mail for you today, and I'm really excited to show you it. So without further ado, let's just hop into it. So first, I want to show you the bookmark I got from. This was a collaboration of Sergio Gomez and Stranger Dreams, A Stranger Dream. So, and that's the dog next door, if you can hear that. I don't know if the audio can pick that up, but, this was a collaboration between Sergio Gomez and A Stranger Dream. And, if you don't know, Stranger Dream makes a lot of cool bookmarks, and, yeah. So, the only way you can get this bookmark was if you ordered a signed edition of The Visitor. And even though I've already read it on ebook, I first of all wanted to support the author by buying a signed book by him, and I also wanted his badass bookmark. So I haven't even opened it yet, but here it is. It has a glare, so maybe I should probably open it. I don't want to like show it and then you guys can't see it. So here we go. Yep, there it is. He's holding a little ray gun thing. It's double-sided. I think this is the dopest bookmark ever. I cannot wait to use this. Part of me wants to laminate it so it's pristine and never gets ripped or anything, but the other part of me is lazy and doesn't want to do that. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to use this bookmark. I'm probably going to put it in my new book that I may or may not have gotten. So, yeah. I'm going to put this one back into the, oh no, there we go. Back into the Stranger Dream casing thing. Because I want to make sure that one stays okay. So there we go. All right, now to the books. Now, I got an assortment of books here from all different authors, all types of different authors. So, without further ado, let's just hop into it. So, first book I have here is John Nathan's Am I Beautiful? Now, if you guys know anything about me, you probably know that I am terrified of this urban legend called the Slipmouth Woman. That's not really what the urban legend's name is, but... Oh, shush, Lou. I'm sorry, baby girl. Just be quiet, please. Slipmouth Woman is this ghost demon thing. It's okay, Lula. It's okay. So, anyways, I got this book from John Nathan. Not from John Nathan himself, but from Amazon. And this is Am I Beautiful? And it's about the Slipmouth Woman and kind of her origin story. Now, this is actually a chunker of a book. It comes in at 290 pages. That's crazy. Like, John Nathan books, I don't know how long they are. I have a bunch of them, though, and a lot of them are like 200 pages long. But this one is a chunker, and I cannot wait to read it. But yeah, this woman basically is abused and tossed away, and yeah, this is just the origin story basically for the Slipmouth Woman. So look her up. She's very freaky, and I don't mean it in a fun way. Yeah, I cannot wait to read this book, but of course I'm going to have to wait because I have a lot of books. It's not even the first John Ethan book I have on my list to read. The Taste of Blood is the first book I'm going to read by John Ethan. So that is Am I Beautiful? I'm just collecting all of his books because, you know, he just seems like one of those authors that I'm really going to like. I'm really into extreme horror, and not saying that he's extreme, but because I haven't read him yet, but I hear things. So, and by things I don't mean voices. So anyways, let's just move on to the next book. And the next book is All You Need Is Love and a Strong Electric Current by Mackenzie Kira. So yeah, that's a badass title. Lula's still crying because the next door neighbor dog is barking, and she is in love with that next door neighbor dog. So I'm not really going to read the synopsis for these things. So if you want to go look it up, go look it up. It has a, hold on one second. Lula, come on. It has a blurb from Stephen Graham Jones, if that tickles your fancy, my bad. This is Unnerving Publications. The other one was self-published. And at least I believe it was self-published. Yeah, definitely self-published. So yeah. This one looks really good. It comes in at 146 pages. And this is part of the Rewind or Die series. So if you are interested in it, go look this up. It looks like a really good book. But yeah, I'm just collecting a bunch of Rewind or Dies, and then I'm going to read them all. I already own a bunch, and I plan on buying more eventually. So next book we have is by Eric LaRocca. And that is Starving Ghosts in Every Thread. Now, I've heard great things about Eric's writing. And this is only 89 pages. So, a really small novella. But it is kind of big because the book's length. You know, like, look at the length of it. It's a big book. Definitely a long synopsis for a novella, so I'm not going to read it, but go look it up if you want. There's tons of reviews on YouTube. He's blowing up like crazy, so go check him out. I'm excited to read his work finally. Don't know when I'm going to get around to reading it, but yeah. Alright, next book. I think this is self-published. I'm pretty sure it's self-published. I could be wrong, but yeah, this is self-published. Definitely self-published. Yep. So next we have Road Harvest by Brian Boyer. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Now, I saw Jay Maddox review this book, and I think it was Jay Maddox. Yeah, it was. I think it was Jay Maddox, because it was like a hilarious video. So I'm pretty sure it was Jay Maddox. He reviewed this book and gave it a roaring review. So, yeah, I definitely want to... This is kind of a short synopsis, so maybe I'll read this one. I can definitely tell this is self-published because that's the font that, you know, they use for just the plain, you know, when you do it through Amazon. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but this looks self-published to me. Yeah, this is definitely self-published. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading Brian Boyer's work. Dude sounds like I've only heard things about him, and from what I hear, he's been through a lot of shit in his life. At least that's what I hear. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but yeah, Road Harvest is definitely one of those books that I want to read because Jay's review just made it sound like it was a blast to read. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a read. So, that is Brian Boyer. You know what? Let me read the synopsis. This is a short one, so let me read the synopsis. Two killers leave Los Angeles in a tour bus with a ferocious guard dog. While traveling east, they abduct people from highways and chain them to poles in the back of the bus. Along the way, while the hostages plot their escape, the killers rescue a mentally ill woman from a deranged psychiatrist's basement. Indebted to the killers, and with nowhere else to go, she accompanies them to their journey's end, where a shocking revelation threatens to the remnants of her sanity. So that is Road Harvest by Brian Boyer. And then last, but definitely not least, we have the last book. And let me just say, this book is probably going to be everyone's favorite book of all time. It's going to be the next big thing. Everyone's going to love this book. Everyone's going to worship the author and whatnot. And yeah, so without further ado, drum roll please. No, you don't have to do a drum roll, but it's Field of Fiends by Nicholas Gray. Who is that? I don't know, but Field of Fiends, man. Not Field of Friends, Field of Fiends. Now, obviously this is not the best book in the world, but it's just a small little chapbook thing. It's like it's a small novelette. It just was too short to be considered a novella. So, it's a novelette. And just like The Thing in the Ward, we now have Field of Fiends. And let me just say that this book came out beautifully. Like, I am so happy with the way this book looks. I couldn't be more happy about it. If I had to critique it a little bit, I had to re-edit it, like redo the formatting and stuff, and it made the tab bar, it made the tab super long. So when you see like a new paragraph, like I shouldn't show you the last page, should I? Let me just flip to the first page. So if you check here, see how there's a big gap? And I'm not saying that's bad or anything. I'm just saying I wish the gap wasn't so big. You know what I'm saying? And that was my fault. Instead of putting it at 375, I put it at 735 because of dyslexia, I guess. And that's why it came out so big, I think. So, yeah, at least that's why I believe it came out so big. But I like the font. If you check it, Field of Fiends, and it has the big, what do you call that? I forget what they call it, but the all-cap, big, gigantic letter before, you know? It says, the first line reads, "Before that day, long before Ryan was stuck in the mental health care center, Ryan was your average 14-year-old boy." That doesn't make you want to read it. I don't know what will. Maybe this badass cover by, Ozen Erdy. I'm probably saying his name wrong. But, yeah, he did the cover. He's on Fiverr. He did a fantastic job. He just followed my directions to a T. And when I told him to remove stuff, he removed it, you know, free of charge. And dude was a great to work with. I got to work with him one day again. But basically, this story... sorry, I'm in a little bit of pain. I don't know why, but my side is hurting. Basically, the story of this was that I wanted, the, artist to come up with an alien, and I would make a story based on it. But, then one day I had the idea for a story spark into my head, and I started writing it, and I wrote it, and by the time the artist got back to me, I was like, well, you know, before I was just wanting you to free draw some random monster, make it cool, but now I have a specific need, a list of needs that I need the monster to look like. So I told him some basic stuff and said run with the rest of it, you know. I just gave him quotes from the book about what the monster looks like. I have a whole paragraph in this book that just describes what the monster looks like. And, yeah, he went and ran with it, and he did a fantastic job. It's like what I imagined the monster looking like in my head. So it's impressive. So the artist did a great job. The author, it was me. So, I think I did a pretty good job with this. The editor was amazing to work with. I don't know if she wants me telling you guys her name or not. Probably not. I didn't give her credit in these books, but I definitely should start giving her credit because she's the reason why my stuff is legible. Or, not legible, but, yeah, readable. But, yeah, you got this acknowledgments page where I acknowledge a few people. Hopefully someone actually reads that, because, I think I did a pretty good job acknowledging some people. Yeah. And, here's my pretty little face on the back. It says about the author. And I just said I wasn't going to show the last page, but I did anyways. I did change my, author bio, so I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new author bio. Let me read it to you guys, because I'm actually kind of excited about it, but here it is. Nicholas Gray is a horror nut that enjoys reading horror, watching horror, and of course, writing horror. Being a cancer survivor, Nick knows the true definition of horror and hopes to write and escape from that kind of dread with his macabre stories. Nick also suffered from a traumatic brain injury from a complicated birth. He has persevered through it all and is surpassing his doctor's expectations, making the naysayers in his life, the ones that said he would never be able to read, write, look incredibly dumb. Some of his inspirations include Ronald Kelly, Ralph James White, and his family. Aww. Sorry about that crack in my jaw. I'm gonna probably get my jaw fixed soon. If you guys don't know, I got a big jaw problem. Here's how my face is supposed to look like, and here's my messed up jaw right here. So, yeah, like I got like half a moon face. But yeah, my jaw is super messed up, and I gotta get it fixed. But anyways, I'll read the back for you guys. It's a really small synopsis, and then maybe you guys will be interested in buying the book. But, a group of boys go out into the cereal field to play an innocent game of flashlight tag. But something is lurking in the field with them, and it's ready to tear the boys apart. Will the boys escape with their bodies intact? Or will the field of fiends hide their corpses for someone else to stumble over? Yeah. This book comes in at 31 pages. So it's 31 pages. This one will be featured in Gray Matter 2. So if you guys don't want to buy this small novelette that's only $3.99 on Amazon, then wait for Gray Matter 2. Gray Matter 2 should have at the most 4 stories, at the least 6 stories. Wait, no, that's the opposite of what I want to say. At the most 6 stories, in the least 4 stories. So that's what all I have to say. That's my book mail for today. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, guys.